Hey guys, what's up? It's TheThirdKnight here. Welcome to yet another old school RuneScape progress video. Just a quick refresher for anyone who has come in partway through. This video series is a formal way you can track my progress and what stage I'm currently up to in the game and how far I am off my current goals. At the moment, my goal is to get a quest cape and then use a combination of training Slayer and actually PKING, as well as possibly other old school RuneScape PVM to train my account into a Barrows Pure. Well, in the past, people have commented about how videos like these help provide motivation for their own training. It also provides you guys with the opportunity to see what methods I use to train. So if you're ever wondering how to train any of the skills, feel free to use the methods I show in these videos. Now that I've given you guys a bit of an overview, I can jump into some of the progress that I've been making since progress video number 11. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm currently aiming for quest cape and thankfully I'm not far off. Originally, the goal of quest cape seemed like it would be a lot easier, but now that I've been questing for the past few months and skilling to get quest skill requirements, I think it's fair to say that it was a fairly big goal to have started out on. While the quests are generally pretty enjoyable, especially with Jagex witty humor that's added into most of the quests, it does become a bit of a grind, especially when you're trying to complete all of them as fast as you can so that you can move on to other stuff, especially PKING, which we all know is a lot of fun, or hopefully I at least enjoy it a lot, and that's something I've been really looking forward to. So all of that said, I've been very busy outside of RuneScape with university and other real life things for the past few months, so that does add to the overall questing experience. It's been funny watching another player called Smokey, who he actually makes YouTube videos as well. He's actually got around 40,000 subscribers, I think, last time I checked. But he's also set out with the goal of getting quest cape as part of a video series he does. I think it's called Nils to Mills on old school RuneScape. And he's pretty much been having the same interruptions and trouble, you know, going for quest cape, and he's had like uni and stuff interrupting his stuff as well. So it's kind of funny, and it's just something interesting. I'll include the link to his channel in the description for anyone who's interested in checking his channel out. Very good videos, very, very experienced RuneScape player. I would highly recommend it if you haven't already. All in all, I think the hardest part of getting a quest cape so far has definitely been training the skills that you have to get, obviously for the quest skill requirements. Especially in old school RuneScape, where a lot of the skills are bare bones and therefore there's not many training methods like there is in the main game. Obviously, it does depend what skills you're trying to train, but for example, rune crafting, in old school, I think the fastest way is to make fire runes, which is a method you can unlock at a very, very low level, and it involves a huge amount of clicking and time spent to get tiny amounts of XP, so that's pretty much, I think I'm 99% sure that that's the fastest way of training from, I don't know, around level 30 rune crafting to level 99, compared with the main game where you can literally AFK, you know, train rune crafting at a mini game called the RuneSpan. Obviously, prior to that, there wasn't much. There was a ZMI altar, but that was still probably about double the XP that you get from fire runes on old school. So there is a lot more things, and it is a lot faster, obviously, to train skills in the main game. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. I'm simply just talking about the hard part of getting a quest cape and the sort of process that you have to go through in getting a quest cape, and how it definitely was a bigger goal than I first thought it would be. But it's really good on the home streak now, obviously very close to getting it. Although, you know, once again, it's not as bad as I've probably made it out to be, as you do get a lot of bonus XP that levels up skills quickly as rewards from the quests that you actually complete. So that's very, very useful. Just a quick tip for anyone who wants to get a quest cape in old school RuneScape. Firstly, make sure you complete all the quests you can with your current skills, rather than going out and getting all the minimum quest cape skill requirements first. You do get a lot of bonus XP from some quests that will level your skills up so that you, you know, can do other quests. For example, if you're getting 65 magic for lunar diplomacy, and you were going for questcape, you may as well complete all the other quests that will give you magic experience rewards, rather than high alching to 65, then doing lunar diplomacy, and then doing the other quests which would have given you bonus magic XP, as it may save you time that you would have, you know, previously spent high alching. I think one of the biggest problems with old school RuneScape is, and why there's like not as many people playing that maybe now than when it first came out, is that people have sort of realized how much time you need to spend grinding out skills to get to, you know, the stage that you want to be at. From level 3, it's a massive journey to like getting to like whatever you want to be. Like, for example, for me, it's a Barry's Pure, or if you want to get Questcape, I mean, that's massive. That takes so much time. Training a skill from level 1 upwards takes a huge amount of time, and it's definitely something you're going to want to avoid. Another tip on top of that, never train a skill from level 1 if you can avoid it. Try and use bonus XP on it to, you know, get it up from level 1 to at least like something like level 10, because the amount of XP you get at level 1 is just absolutely appalling, and you'll definitely know it when you try it. It's very slow. At the moment, I need to train 4 more of my skills before I can complete the final quests. I don't currently have the skill requirements to begin, but it's not that bad. I think at the moment I need 2 more mining levels so that I am level 60, which isn't bad. I'll probably power mine those on iron ore, or maybe some granite in the desert. Although I think iron ore is actually faster until you get to level 65 mining. Don't quote me on that. Might be completely wrong. Also, I need to get 60 ranged. I think at the moment I'm 46 ranged, and I'll need to train that for PKING anyway. So that's not too bad. I mean, I would have to do it at some stage. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I'm probably going to do knives on something that has a lot of HP. But, you know, then after that, I need to get 1 more thieving level for 55 thieving and 49 herblore. So that's about 8 more herblore levels from what I currently am. I think I'm level 41 herblore. So I'm not too far off the final skill requirements I need for Questcape. And I could probably get all of those within a day. And I may even be able to boost some of those anyway. Oh yeah, another tip, just another tip. Oh, so many tips this video. Should have made a handy tips video. Nah, handy tips and helpful hints. Another tip, if anyone is looking at getting a Questcape, definitely do not go off the skill requirements listed in the official Questcape requirements picture, which is posted on the official JGEX RuneScape wiki. So that's a RuneScape wiki you can access from the main RuneScape webpage. It's not the other wiki. So this is a legit wiki, which sort of is a bit dodgy sometimes, as it that picture actually shows you the stats that are minimum if you are not using any boosts, and you're definitely going to want to use boosts. Yet another tip, boosts are super useful when questing. They will save you hours of time as long as you're reasonable with what you're trying to boost. Which reminds me, I will be uploading a handy tips and helpful hints video that will show you the minimum stat requirements for Questcape on old school RuneScape, and, you know, different methods of boosting. So stay tuned for that, as it, you know, that'll be useful for anyone going for Questcape. But yeah, I don't have many quests to go until Questcape. I think I will do Morning's End Part 2 as the last quest. So that'll probably be the last quest to do, and that one is an absolutely atrocious quest that is super painful to do. So I sort of thought I might leave that last and then live stream it, because that would make it feel like so much better when you have people watching like a live stream of you doing like a quest that you may or may not enjoy so much. You just get it out of the way. You just talk to people about other stuff, and you just sort of forget about it. Hopefully I don't forget what I'm doing in that quest, because it's freaking frustrating. But yeah, I'll probably live stream that on YouTube or Twitch. Otherwise, it may have to be another quest. I'm not really sure whether Morning's End Part 2 is a requirement for one of the elf quests, but I'll work that out in due time, and I'll give you guys plenty of warning for when I'll be live streaming getting Questcape. So hopefully you can come along for that. That'll be really cool. But I'm hoping to have Questcape by the end of this weekend or sooner, which would be absolutely awesome, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are absolutely sick and tired of hearing about quests by now. I definitely am sick of tired of logging on to old school RuneScape and then just doing quest after quest after quest. So that'll be really great. And yeah, so stay tuned for the live stream announcement for that, because it will probably be soon, and I'm not exactly sure when exactly I'll be doing that. So you'll probably have to sort of play that a bit by ear. But yeah, I will be live streaming that on YouTube or Twitch. I also managed to finally get Barrow's Gloves and, of course, finish Recipe for Disaster, as well as the Desert Treasure quest, which is a requirement for the Recipe for Disaster if you want to complete that quest anyway. So you also unlock Ancient Magics from that. So I got access to Ancient Magics as well as Barrow's Gloves recently. I did all of that on a YouTube live stream a few weeks ago, so if you're interested in checking that out, I'll put a link to that in the description. But I just thought that was some sort of significant sort of news, and definitely some significant progress for my character in game that I wanted to tell you guys about, considering the footage isn't there. So if you want to check that out, there will be a link in the description. So in summary, the final quests I have left to do before getting Questscape in no particular order are Cabin Fever, Dream Mentor, Fairy Tale Part 2, The Great Brain Robbery, Grim Tales, Legends Quest, Lunar Diplomacy, Morning's End Part 1 and 2, Regicide, Roving Elves, and Rumdeal. So I've once again made some decent progress, quite a bit since the last progress video, with a a gain of 90 total levels, 1 combat level, and 30 quest points, and I'm definitely on the home run for Questscape. Obviously, some of those are fairly long quests and fairly big quests, but I do have the requirements, and in reality, I mean, I've got a fair bit of time off, so I should be able to get those done, and I'm really looking forward to getting that. But even more than, getting Questscape, I am really looking forward to being able to PK and slay, which I haven't been able to do for far too long. I'm getting withdrawal symptoms. So that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next video.